and family, we'd appreciate that nobody's the same. Because, like, I don't know, imagine that if we were like cavemen and we were all just doing the same thing. Like, would we ever invent? Right? Like, we're designed to be unique. We're like snowflakes. I say that because there's still snow outside. But also, under a microscope, every single one of them is different. Believe it or not, tigers and zebras, none of their stripes are the same as anyone else. Somehow, there's a tiny, tiny definable piece hidden away in there that if you're looking too quick, you're not going to notice. You're just going to see a pile of zebras. I, for myself, like to stand out in the crowd. And not for attention-seeking purposes, but because I do not like being led off a cliff. And when too many people are agreeing on the same thing with surface-level information or, headline cognitive discussions, they are smart and they are intellectual, but I've come to a place where they just talk. Like, wow, do we discuss like philosophers? But is the purpose to get everybody to think the same way, right? Is that critical thinking? What is a critical thought? I mean, in the sense of an accident or a time of an emergency, we know exactly what would be critical at that time, what the word critical means, right? That it's a must, that it's vital, So critical thought is vital thought. It is vital to your system, to your molecular system, to your electrical circuits, to that brain, to that nervous system. So if you're vibing with everybody else, there better be a leader you're admiring, because otherwise everybody's just vibing in a circle, okay? And that there's no direction there. That's whirlpools, tornadoes, spirals, right? Those things tend to stay in circles. So I like the idea of a wiggly path, and sure, give me some spirals, give me some of those bring me back around parts in the path. Circles are relevant. Groups are relevant. I think groups are super important, but I think critical thought and independent thinking brought into the group is what enlightens us as human beings to things maybe we didn't know before. If we sat in a group of 6 of us and we all said the same thing, I don't think any of us were walking away with anything new. We find comfort there. Sure, but that's small talk, right? Like, those are the beautiful things that, in my mind, are the surface level things. What we can see, they're tangible, we get a warm feeling around them, they're great, but is there depth? Is there something that stays with us there? The independent thinking, in my mind, is that I'm going to take something from you I never thought of before. And in turn, I'm going to appreciate you for that. I may admire you for that. Or I'm going to question what you said. I'm going to learn more about that because I didn't understand. I don't come from a place of I want to know everything. Oh my gosh. Immortality is the only way you would learn everything. And even then, would you? Because if you were busy studying all the history, would you ever get to the future? Would you do anything? I find myself stuck in places like that too. This is where getting out of the box, getting out of the group, getting out of the circle, getting out of the mainstream, and coming to independence, coming to a little bit of solidarity, a little bit of isolation, safely, because too much isolation gets comfortable and it causes depression. So part of what we're talking about with critical thinking is like, be critical about what you're going to ingest and what you're going to feed your brain, because the memories are going to stay there and it's going to take us out of independent thinking, because we're going to pick that memory, we're going to pick that thing, and it's going to get reinforced because the world around us is reinforcing it. Everybody else saw it. Everybody else is saying it. The reason I wanted to start this podcast